Hello, good morning. Welcome to Time with Tolu Ifetiri again. Today, I'm going to be continuing on the topic I've been discussing on this podcast, which is discipline, a right of the child, and I've gotten some feedbacks as some parents feel, yes, we have to discipline the children. Yes, that is true and that is a fact. But how do we discipline these children is the issue I want to, elaborate on a bit today. Yesterday or the other day, I also made a podcast on uh, why we should discipline the children. So let me get into it. How do we discipline children? We all know, or we all what's the word, think about discipline in terms of beating or hitting or having a cane or shouting and all that. Well, those were forms of discipline at a time in some civilizations, even in our own civilization and when we were all growing up. But right now, research and everything has found out that it does little or nothing in actually correcting the child. Also, the way and manner it's being done might make the child even to be more adamant, more stubborn, if than correcting the child of whatever it is that we are correcting the child of, because it is too harsh. It makes them very hardened and all that. Yeah, so hitting and shouting and yelling and using abusive words are really not ways to really discipline a child. So people ask me, do you hit your child? So I tell people I really don't have a need to beat my child because of the way we have trained her, myself and my husband. We really do not have a need to hit her with a cane. We don't have a cane in the house. We've never had one. She's 5 years old. We've never had one. But there was a time, around 2 years old when she was about to clock two, that we noticed that she was a bit very stubborn and we were very confused at what to do. But the thing is, we got to learn from people and hear from other people, and we were told we should, instead of spanking her with our hands, maybe on her butt or on her leg, instead of doing that, we should talk with her, make her understand. And we have been doing that for a while, and really it's really working, and it made her a very obedient child compared to what we see in some other children. So it is easy for us, because of the kind of person she is, to tell her the reason why you can't go out during this time is because there is COVID-19 out there and we are told to stay in the house. And she says, oh, okay. And she doesn't really ask us, can I go out, can I go out? So we explain to her, if she peradventure does something that is not right, we talk to her, that thing that you have done is wrong. What are you supposed to say you are sorry, or so she eventually she began to note what is right and what is wrong by our standard, to a large extent, from what we have taught her. And she obliges us and then does the right thing almost all the time. But as a child, she will err sometime, and we know that, and we give room for that. So one of the ways you can discipline your child is by explaining their actions and what it costs to them and to people around them, and let them know that is very wrong and I am not happy about it. That is the result. For me, for you, it can make you to be this, it can make you to be that. That is one way. Another way is being very firm. Your no should be no, and you must say no. Parents these days do not want to say no. You must say no, even when it looks as if you are being wicked. You must say no to things that you know are not necessary. Sometimes I just say no just to try out my power of saying no, to her. Yeah, and another way is you have to ground them if what they have done is really something that they shouldn't ever do again, and you want that to get into them right away, you can say you're not going out to meet your friends today just because of what you did, or you're not going to have that thing you want just because of what you do. Don't ground them and don't and not feed them. No, feed them. Not feeding a child is not discipline. It is wickedness. Because they need this food to grow. Their brains, everything is developing. So, not giving food to a child, it's it's not right. It's not right. So grant them, tell them no, tell them the reason why they shouldn't do some things. These are three ways to discipline your child. People keep asking, but what if they keep being disobedient and all? Yeah, they will keep being disobedient. They are children, they are trying out what is right and wrong, they are getting to know life, but you have uh the position, or the what will I call it? I don't know, the position, let me just say, to correct them, to always be there to correct them and guide them. So that's it. I hope you learned from it.